In this video, let us discuss about the different types of machine learning. Before introducing the types of learning, let us discuss about some terminologies used in machine learning. In general, building a machine learning model involves two phases, training and testing. Training means creating or learning the model. In training phase, the learning algorithm uses the training data to learn from. Training data is the data set used to train or create a model. The output of the training phase is the machine learning model. In testing phase, the trained model is applied to test data. Test data is separate from the training data and is previously unseen by the model. The model is evaluated on how it performs on test data. The objective is to build a model that performs well on training as well as test data. Assume that we want a machine learning model to identify the image of an apple and orange. The goal of the model is to predict whether the given image is apple or orange. In order to build a model, first we will prepare the dataset. The data here is a set of images of apples and oranges with its correct label. The input is fed into a learning algorithm. The learning algorithm will learn from the data and build a model to classify the image. Once the model is created, we can give a new image to the model and the model will predict the label of the new image. We are not feeding the images as such to the algorithm. Instead, we will be choosing certain properties of the fruit that can differentiate between apple and orange. We must choose relevant attributes or properties. Since both are almost round in shape, choosing shape doesn't make much difference. We can choose weight as one attribute. Texture can be another attribute because apples are smooth and oranges are rough. Assume that we take only two attributes, weight and texture. In addition to this, the correct label of the image also should be supplied as part of the training data. The first row are properties of apple, second row again apple, third row orange, and so on. Based on this input, the learning algorithm will generate a suitable model. Given specific values for weight and texture, the task of the model is to predict whether the image is of apple or orange. For example, assume that we input 125 gram as weight and smooth as texture. The model will predict the label as apple. Label is the attribute that the machine learning model tries to predict, typically represented by the variable y. In our example, the field fruit is the label. Here, the label can take either of the two values, apple or orange. Label is also known as target or output. Features are the input variables describing our data, typically represented by the variables x1, x2, etc. up to xn. In our example, weight and texture are features. Example is a particular instance of data x. Each row represents an example. In our dataset, we have 8 different examples. These are also known as samples or instances. Labeled examples has both features as well as its corresponding label, typically represented by xy. Our dataset has both features and labels. Hence, these are labeled examples. Unlabeled examples has only features. Assume that our dataset contains only weight and texture attributes. So no label is mentioned here. Hence, our dataset is now unlabeled examples. Because it has got only features, no label is associated with the features. Now, let us discuss about the different types of machine learning. Learning can be generally categorized as supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning is a type of machine learning in which the model is trained using labeled data. That is, the training data has both features as well as its target. Let us look at the schematic representation of the supervised learning. In supervised learning, we have a set of training examples or instances. Each instance has both input features as well as its corresponding output value. This data is learned by an algorithm to come up with a model or the function that maps the input to the output. This model can then be used to predict the output given a new input x. Supervised learning is where you have input variables x and output variable y, and you use an algorithm to learn the mapping function from the input to the output y equal to f of x. The goal of supervised learning is to approximate the mapping function so well that when you have a new input data, the model will predict the output y for that data. In supervised learning, the model can predict either a disk discrete value or a continuous value. When the target is discrete, then it is called classification, and when the target is continuous, it is called regression. Classification is a type of supervised learning in which the target values are discrete classes. The goal of classification model is to predict discrete values or category. Suppose we want to predict the weather of a day as sunny, rainy, windy or cloudy. This is an example of a classification task. The input data here would be sensor data specifying the temperature, atmospheric pressure, humidity, etc. The target or the output you are trying to predict would be one of the four weather conditions. Another example is to classify whether a customer is credit worthy or not. Here the target variable can be either yes or no. There are two types of classification model: binary classification model and multi-class classification model. In binary classification, the target variables has two possible values. Binary classification model predicts one of the two possible classes. Examples of binary classification problems: is this email spam or ham? Two targets are there, spam and ham. Will the customer buy this product? Predicts either yes or no. Will it rain tomorrow? Predict yes or no. Classify tumor as benign or malignant. Will give the output as either benign or malignant. In multi-class classification, the target variables has more than two possible values. Multi-class classification model allows you to generate predictions for multiple classes. Is this review positive, neutral or negative? Can predict either positive, negative or neutral. Determine if the loan application is high, medium or low risk. Output can be high risk, medium risk or low risk. Is this movie a romantic, comedy, documentary or thriller? The class variables are romantic, comedy, documentary and thriller. Which category of the product is most interesting to the customer? Class variables can be furniture, kitchen, books, food, etc. Now let us discuss about regression. Regression is a type of supervised machine learning technique where the target values are continuous values. The goal of regression model is to predict numeric values. An example of regression is to predict the price of a stock. The stock price is a numeric value, not a category. So this is a regression task instead of a classification task. If you were to predict whether the stock price will rise or fall, then it would be a classification problem. But if you are predicting the actual price of the stock, then it will become regression problem. That is the main difference between classification and regression. In classification, you are predicting a category, and in regression, you are predicting a numeric value. Some more examples of regression: predict the amount of rainfall, estimate the demand for a product in a particular region or during a particular season, determine the likelihood of drug effectiveness for patient, what is the probability that a user will click on an ad. Now, let us discuss about unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is a type of machine learning in which the model is trained using unlabeled data. That is, the training data has only input variables or features. In unsupervised learning, the examples have only input variables or features. The learning algorithm will produce groups of data based on the similarity between the data items. The goal of unsupervised learning is to learn the underlying structure or patterns in the data and extract useful insights. Clustering and association analysis are two types of unsupervised learning. Clustering is a type of unsupervised learning where similar instances of data are grouped. The goal is to organize data into clusters such that there is high intra-cluster similarity and low inter-cluster similarity. That is, within the cluster, the data items are more similar and the data items are different from objects in other groups. For example, assume that we have got a set of images of fruit. No label is provided here. That means this is an unlabeled data set. The clustering algorithm will group the image based on its similarity. Hence, it may generate three sets of clusters, one for apple, one for strawberry, and one for orange. A very useful application of clustering is to segment the customer base into groups. For example, customers can be grouped into teenagers, middle-aged, and old-aged groups. These groups has different likes and dislikes. By segmenting your customer into different groups, you can place the marketing strategies more effectively by targeting at each group's interest. Some other examples of clustering are: categorize different types of tissues from medical images, categorize different weather patterns for a region, group news articles based on topics etc. Association analysis is another type of unsupervised learning technique used to uncover how items are associated to each other. The goal of association analysis is to find rules to capture association between items or events. Market basket analysis is the classic application of association analysis. Market basket analysis is identifying the purchasing behavior of customer by finding association between the different items that the customer places in their shopping basket. This information can be used for product placement and cross-selling. According to the data mining people, a large supermarket chain found that the young man who purchases diaper on Sunday night tends to buy beer also. They use this information to place both beer and diaper close together, and they saw a jump in sales of both items. Association analysis is a rule-based machine learning system. We will discuss about this in more detail in a subsequent video. Now, let us discuss about the third type of learning, that is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is where an agent learns how to behave in an environment by performing certain actions and by observing the reward it gets from those actions. The goal is to perform actions to maximize reward in an uncertain environment. Reinforcement learning system comprises of two main components, agent and environment. Agents are the decision makers that determines the action to be performed. In reinforcement learning, we talk about agents instead of model. Environment is a setting where the agent exists and operates. Consider an example where a robot is trying to learn to collect the different parts of a car in an automobile factory. The agent here is a robot and the factory warehouse is the environment. Actions are the methods by which the agent interact with the environment. For example, move left, move right, pick the thing, etc. are actions. The environment has a state that is observed by the agent. For example, states are the particular location in which the robot is present at a particular instance of time. When the agent performs the action, the environment will change its state. The agent also gets a reward from the environment. Reward is a feedback that measures the success or failure of the action. Reward can be positive in case the agent performs positive action or negative in case the agent fails. The agent should decide the next action based on the current state so that it should result in maximum reward. The goal of reinforcement learning is to learn a policy which maximizes the overall reward. The policy is a strategy that the agent employs to determine the next action based on the current state. It is a function that maps states to action. The output of the reinforcement learning is a series of action determined by the policy. Two major applications of reinforcement learning are robotics and game playing. You might remember that in 2016, Google DeepMind developed AlphaGo, the artificial intelligence application defeated the world champion in the complex board game Go. In summary, supervised learning is learning from correctly labeled data, unsupervised learning is learning from unlabeled data, and reinforcement learning is learning from experience.